We welcome you into Eastern High School as the Huntington Huntsmen and the Western Indians are set to square off in what will be both of their second matchups here in 2023. Dewey Daly along with John Bruce. Glad to have you with us. Both teams opening up last night against teams we'll actually see later on tonight in Piketon and Eastern. It'll be interesting to see how these two fare knowing the finals from last night.
Yeah, it should be an interesting game. It's kind of a contrast in styles. I think it's one good thing for Huntington. I think it's a similar style to what they were playing at the end of last year with Coach Bradley, but I don't know if this team is built for that, but a massive comeback last night for Western as they are down over 20 points at one point against Piketon. We're down 19 at the end of the third quarter, and Drew Hagee and Cam James just kind of went ballistic in the fourth quarter in overtime to take Western out to a season-opening win.
Yeah, 84-83, Western takes it from Piketon. The Red Streaks have Eastern in the second of our doubleheader here this afternoon. For Huntington, under first-year head coach, for them anyway, Rick Uhrig, they fall 65-38 against Eastern. For Huntington, it's been 4 straight seasons with 5 or less wins, so they'll look to sort of change the pace of the program. And when you look at Uhrig's track record, not a bad guy to bring on, right? This is now third stint with Huntington from 96 to 2001 and then 2006 to 2011. When you combine that with the 3 seasons he had at Westfall, 11 seasons total, he's 138 and 81 all time. So, he's a guy that's familiar with the program. He's had success over the course of his coaching career. Hopefully he's able to turn the tide in the township. Yeah, and
he's Huntington through and through, so he understands how to win at Huntington, how to win with the athletes in the township, and I would say it will be sooner rather than later that he'll get this program back to where it was when he left originally, because, the next couple of years they were still pretty solid, under Coach Travis Reinhardt, and then since Coach Reinhardt left, it's been all losing seasons since then for the township, as they are a very proud program indeed, and Coach Uhrig's done a great job in his 2 stints, and I would guess this third stint will be very similar as well.
For Western, it's back-to-back winning seasons under Coach Doug Williams, out to a 1-0 start here in the 23-24 season. Last year, 13-10, but 2 years ago, 25-3. They win what was the SOC1. Now they've gotten rearranged into the SOC2 with Eastern, Northwest, Oak Hill, South Gallia, and Sims Valley. But they do go 25-3. They make it to the Elite Eight, fall in the regional final, but especially just that year alone, I think that was the second furthest a team made it, and they would have been the furthest if Waverly hadn't made it to the Final Four.
Yeah, just an outstanding season for them 2 years ago. Now, a couple highlights for them is Drew Hagee started for that team as a freshman. I almost said a true freshman, but also
which isn't technically wrong.
Yeah, and Cam James came off the bench and played big minutes. So, there are 2 guards. Those are the 2 guys that are the most experienced from that team. But they're still playing big minutes as freshmen in the Sweet 16 and Elite 8. So these guys know how to win. Coach Williams has done a really good job while he's been here, and once again, I think they have the right man for the job to take them as far as the talent and the as long as the line's going to go.
Hagee and James both all SOC selections from a season ago. Hagee a first-team selection, also the SOC1 Defensive Player of the Year. James makes the second team for Huntington. No selections coming back. I believe Dalton Black was their sole selection, and he was either second or third team, and their 2 honorable mentions aren't here either. So going to be a lot of new faces for Huntington.
Yeah, it's a lot of new faces, and, but one thing you know about the township, they're going to fight every second, every game. So I believe we're going to have the flag drop down here for one of my favorite features, I would say, of this gym here at Eastern, but, we're still new to this gym, so we're going to see a lot of good features here. a lovely rendition of our national anthem, Star Spangled Banner. And once again, we'd like to thank you for being a part of our broadcast. And, you know, this is John Bruce in with Dewey Daly. Dewey will have the play-by-play call, but we also have a nice feature in our cameraman. Kenneth Hay is back from football season and, you know, has done an outstanding job for us in his first year of doing the camera work. So if you ever see Kenneth out,
give him a big hug.
Yeah, give him a big hug. He's big big on getting the hugs in public, especially when he's at work.
A senior, number 0, Noah Potter. A junior, number 5, Matt Jordan.
All right, so the starters for the Huntsmen: number 0, senior Noah Potter; number 5, a junior Matt Jordan; number 11, another junior Carson Henneberger; number 14, a sophomore Isaac Kello; and number 21, another sophomore Calvin Manson. So a little bit of variation in terms of grade level all throughout that starting lineup. 1 senior, 2 juniors, and a sophomore.
Yeah, and Manson's got some really good size to him. I know we didn't have his size exactly listed, but he's, you know, good-looking athlete. And it'll be good for the Huntsmen to be able to mix in, you know, some of the classes here and there as well.
The starters for Western: number 2, a junior Tyler Kearns; number 10, a senior Logan Lytle; number 11 and number 12, both juniors Drew Haggy and Cam James; and then another junior, number 30, Cutter Clay.
That's a good name. That is.
Haggy and James, big games last night to get the win over the Red Streaks.
Yeah, and Haggy even fouled out in overtime, so Cam James had the game winner in double overtime.
Haggy with 36, James with 23. And we are underway from Eastern High School, quickly stopping, however, as the tip goes out of bounds. I believe, John, we actually have one of the, oh, never mind, excuse me, that was a game I was watching on. I was going to say we had the same referee crew, but.
No, it was, this crew
This
did.
crew was at ZT last
Yeah, they
night.
did one of the first games in the state last night as they were at Westfall and Amanda Clear Creek.
Shot from Kello is off the mark. It's out of bounds on the Huntsmen, so Western will take over.
Yeah, and Huntington's going to come out in a little full court look here. Very close to going over the half-court line, but James did a good job of towing the line.
Western in the home whites, Huntington in the road greens.
Nice move.
Down low, this is James. Scoop layup is no good. Potter the rebound for Huntington.
Yeah, that's a good move, though, inside for Cam James. Just unable to get it to fall.
Henneberger off the screen, pass down low to Manson. He starts to go to work. He's fouled on the floor, so no shot. We'll have an inbound from the baseline.
Yeah, I think there's some hands in there. It'll be on Tyler Kearns. And they are not very organized right now, so good job by Huntington.
Finds Manson on the inbound. Shot is good. Huntington out in front, 2-0.
Yeah, good job by Huntington to realize that they were, you know, out of sorts there on the guarding of the baseline out of bounds.
Down low, this is James who's fouled. I believe it will be a shooting foul, so the junior will head to the line with a chance to tie it up here in the early going of quarter number 1. Apologies, we still do not have a game clock. However, by the time we do our Friday game next week, I believe we will have it. So.
Yeah, and once that happens, you know, we may still say the amount of time left, but right now there's 7:04 left in the first quarter. So now you know.
James knocks down the first. That'll cut the Huntsman lead in half. Foster Davis into the contest for the Indians. He's in for Tyler Kearns. Second shot from Janes is no good. Manson has the rebound, but it's quickly taken away by the Indians. On the attack, Janes fouled once again. He'll head back to the line. Cutter Clay with the steal for Western.
Yeah, good job by Cutter Clay to not quit on that play, and thus going to get, Cam Janes back to the line. I believe that foul was on Calvin Manson, which is his first. We'll go with that because it was not put up on the board. Janes now 2 for 3 at the line.
James knocks down the pair. Western out in front 3-2. All points from the junior. Huntington not wasting any time the other way. Download Manson. Back out. 3 ball on the way from Kello is no good. Rebound goes to Westburn. Baseline drive. Dish down low to Davis. His shot is off the mark. Huntington comes away with the loose ball. On the attack now. Hinneberger finds a man wide open. Shot is good for Isaac Kello.
Yeah, good job running the floor there. Hindenburger does a great job of not taking a bad shot, getting blocked possibly, and finding his teammates. He's got 2 assists already.
Cam Janes will inbound in front of the Huntington bench.
Good job by P.D. Seaman to get him to the correct spot. We got P.D. Seaman, James Turner.
Top of the key 3 on the way from Davis. Back iron, no good. Offensive rebound by Lytle. This time, Davis knocks it down.
Nice job there by Lytle to, after getting the offensive rebound, finding, Foster Davis, who's able to step into that three-pointer.
Huntington not wasting any time the other way. We had a baseline drive from Noah Potter. He's fouled on the floor. That'll be the second of the half. I should say the second of the quarter now that they do reset at the end of each quarter. Carson Hinneberger set to inbound on the baseline for the Huntsmen. Finds Manson down the lane. Shot on the way. Front iron, no good. Haggie the rebound. Pushed ahead. Lytle on the drive. He cannot finish. Huntsmen come away with the defensive rebound, and it looks like Foster Davis will pick up his first foul of the night.
Tell you what, the Indians like to run. Very quick up and down. But nice job by Huntington getting back and contesting that shot.
Late sub for Huntington as Gabe Beardsley is into the contest for the first time tonight. 6-foot junior. Hinneberger brings it across half court for the Huntsmen. Top of the key now, driving down the left side of the lane. Runner with the right hand is good. We're tied at 6. Tough shot for the junior.
Hinneberger, 2 points, 2 assists on the game. Nice play there, going to the basket, getting that ball up on the rim.
Western now on the attack. Haggie near side, picks up his dribble. Tough defense from Hinneberger. Comes up with the steal. A quick foul from Haggie.
Nice job so far by Carson Hinneberger. Just making a lot of stuff happen for the township so far. 5:28 to play here in the first.
Hinneberger inbounds to Manson. Right back to Hinneberger. He'll bring it up for Huntington. Pick and roll with Manson, nothing there. Hinneberger on the drive, another tough runner. This one will not fall. Offensive rebound for Manson. Second chance opportunity is good.
Yeah, nice job by Calvin Manson to crash the boards there. Hinneberger liked the switch he got, just wasn't able to score on it.
Haggie feeds to Janes on the drive with the left hand, drops it in, and even once again, this time at 8.
That's going to be an awful matchup for teams this year with how quick Cam Janes is.
Loose ball, Hinneberger comes away with it across half court, feed down low to Beardsley. His shot is off the mark. Offensive rebound for Manson. He cannot finish. And we will have a foul on the floor. I believe it will go against Western.
Once again, good job by Calvin Manson keeping that alive.
Yeah.
And then, now Gabe Beardsley's going to be rewarded for crashing the boards as he's going to get 2 shots.
Manson been big so far on the offensive glass.
Yeah, good size athlete, does a good job positioning himself. I think he's the type of player that Coach Jurgen's going to really enjoy having over the next 3 seasons.
First shot from Beardsley is no good. It remains tied at 8. Tyler Kearns back into the contest for the Indians. He is in for Drew Hagee. Beardsley misses the pair. It remains tied at 8. Logan Lytle the rebound off the miss.
Close to a drag there. Good no call.
Lytle far side all the way into the corner. This is Kearns' baseline drive. Runner on the way is no good. Isaac Kello with the rebound for Huntington. Huntsman now on the attack. Hinneberger has it taken away. Cutter comes up with the loose ball. Indians now the other way. Lytle, corner 3 ball off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound for Davis. Count it, and the foul.
Nice job running the court there for Foster Davis. Crashing the boards. Gets rewarded with a chance to finish the and one.
Free throw from Davis is no good. The lead remains at 2. On the other end, Matt Jordan cannot finish. Another offensive rebound for Calvin Manson. He drops it in.
He's got 6 points, 5 rebounds already for the sophomore, crashing the boards hard to tie this game up.
Indians now on the attack. This pass is tipped out of bounds by Carson Hinneberger. Noah Potter back into the game for the Huntsmen.
Hey, and once again, see, this is what we didn't have last night in that game where there was no communication between the officials. One didn't have a great view of it there. His partner tells him that it's deflected. It will stay Western ball. Good call. Good job working together on that.
Cutter kick Clay, gives it to Cam James. He brings it across half court, pass near side to Kearns. Feet around the elbow is stripped away. Hinneberger with the loose ball. Feed down low to Manson. He is fouled. This will be on Foster Davis. John, I believe that is his second.
Yep, second for Davis. This will be Calvin Manson's first trip to the line so far.
3:17 remaining in the first. Alex Sullivan into the game sporting the face mask as he heads to the lower block. Manson sinks the pair. Huntington out in front 12-10 with 3:15 to go in the first.
8 points, 5 rebounds for the sophomore.
Zone D here from the Huntsmen. Feed down low to Sylvan. Right back out. 3 ball on the way from Clay. It is no good. It will be out of bounds on the Indians, so Huntington will take over. Potter to inbound on the baseline, gets it into Kello, right back to Potter. He pushes it forward to Hinneberger across half court, far corner, baseline drive from Manson. Spin move off the glass and in.
With a spin cycle there for Manson. Probably saw that on his way down. Seeing the washing machines.
What a quarter for the sophomore, still 2:35 remaining. Feed down low. Sullivan has it stripped away. Manson the loose ball. Airy drives down the lane. Pull-up mid-range jumper is too strong off the glass. Rebound goes to Cam James. Coast to coast, James has it poked away. Western will hang on to possession with 2:11 remaining.
It's got to be nice when you're technical, I guess, 5-man. Whatever he started at for James can just go coast to coast immediately. Great job by Calvin Manson. He checks out here with 2 minutes left. 8 points, 5 rebounds for the sophomore. Getting a little break.
2:08 remaining in quarter number one. Top of the key, Tyler Kearns over to Cutter Clay. 3-ball on the way is good. Lead is cut down to 1.
Yeah, they got to have some shots like that from Cutter Clay to break up the zone defense for the Huntsmen.
Huntsmen unable to break the press as this one is out of bounds on Isaac Kello. Cam James checks back in for the Indians.
But that's a heck of a play by Kello. I know he knocked it out of bounds, but that was going to result in at least 2 points the other way. So now they had a chance to set up their defense.
Check that. Frankie Hirsch checks in for the first time tonight for Huntington.
Making cider.
Corner 3-ball on the way from James. Yes.
Nice ball movement there. Finding the open spot in the corner.
Ball quickly taken back away by the Indians, now pushing it the other way. Clay in the corner, top of the key. Lytle, dribble drive, penetration, back out to Clay. .117 to go in the first. Lytle to Kearns, near side corner, called for a double dribble. That'll be a turnover for the Indians.
One of the things that the Huntsmen have to really do is they have to control the turnover game so far, as it just kind of got loose there, and that's what resulted in Western taking the lead back.
Potter to inbound in front of his own bench, gets it into Henneberger. Full court pressure from Tyler Kearns. Henneberger able to get it across, pass to Noah Potter. Feed to the corner. Beardsley will bring it back to the top of the key. He's fouled. This will be on James.
I know they haven't been put on the board, but I'm pretty sure Haggie's got 2 because he's been out for a good while in this quarter. So we're going to get to see the depth of Western as well in this, which, I mean, you played a double overtime game last night, so you're going to probably have to use your depth tonight, coming right back to try to play a second night in a row.
Beardsley to the line for the second time tonight, misses the first. Some scores rolling in from the early slot of tonight's, I should say this afternoon's matchups. McLean 45-37 over Miami Trace. Portsmouth West 72-70 winners over Jackson as Beardsley sinks the second.
And make sure you check out the Norfolk Animal Clinic scoreboard on our scoreboard at SOSAOhio.com. Nice pass.
Indians now the other way. Down low. James finishes.
Good pass, good cut.
Quickly taken away. Lytle off the steal. A 4-point swing for Western. 37 ticks to go. Huntsman able to fight off the pressure and get it across half court. Beardsley now to Potter.
Could be a charge.
Back-to-back turnovers for the Huntsmen. 20-16, Western leading with 25 ticks to go in the first.
That's their 7th turnover, but I believe at least 5 have came in the last minute or 2. So just kind of been building up, and that's where Western's been able to get back in front.
Lytle top of the key, dribble drive, pass to Evans. Passes not tipped, thrown away from Kearns. Was waiting to see if potentially there was a tip for Huntington, but nothing there.
4th turnover for Western. Western had a chance to run out the clock and get the last shot since they have the ball to start the next quarter, but good chance for Huntington to try to get a little momentum back here to end the quarter.
11.5 seconds remaining. Pass right down the lane is intercepted by Lytle. 6 to shoot now for the Indians the other way. Kearns, baseline drive, runner is good, and that will do it. For quarter number one, 22-16, the Indians out in front as we head to the second. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
At OhioHealth, you can see your doctor here or here, on this or on these. And no matter if you're over here, over there, or anywhere in between, you'll feel good knowing OhioHealth provides the finest care anywhere. Schedule care today at ohiohealth.com/finestcare.
Hey, Hey everyone, Mike Glockner.
I'm Brandon Callahan.
Of the all-new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Service Center in Portsmouth, Ohio. We have a $39.95 oil change special going on right now. That includes a free tire rotation and free multi-point inspection. Schedule your appointment online at GlocknerCDJR@Portsmouth.com.
22-16, the Indians leading the Huntsmen after one, but a very competitive first quarter to say the least.
Yeah, the Huntsmen were in really good shape when Calvin Manson was in. He's going to be coming back in to start the second quarter, but once he went out, that was kind of when Western was able to get a lot more pressure on and, cause some turnovers there late. And that's where they were able to push us to a 7-point lead.
Check that score is 22-15. So a 7-point lead for Western as we enter the second. This one is thrown away by the Indians, so Huntington will quickly take over 6 seconds into the second quarter.
That is exactly what you want out of the 2-3 trap as soon as the guy gets across half court.
Henneberger pull-up mid-range jumper. Front iron is no good. James the rebound. James going all the way. Count it, and the foul. Cam James, a chance for a three-point play.
Give him 12 already for the junior. Playing outstanding so far. 3 boards, 12 points. He's 3 for 4 from the line. 4 for 5 from the field also for Cam James.
James knocks down the free throw. Lead is now to 10 for the Indians.
Nice pass.
Feed down low. Manson has 8 already. Make it 10 for the sophomore.
Couple really nice passes there, getting that layup there for Manson. Good job finishing on the interior.
10 points tonight, 8-point lead for the Indians. 7:20 to go in the first. Lytle, right side, 3 ball is no good. James, the offensive rebound, putback is no good, but Matt Jordan will pick up his first foul of the contest. That'll send James right back to the line.
Yeah, and just James using just a ton of effort. And being left-handed as well. So I mean he's fast, strong, very quick jumper, and then the left-handedness kind of throws an extra quirk in there for kids to defend against.
23 points in the win over Piketon last night, already over 10 here with 7:15 to go in the second.
Give him 15.
Knocks down the pair, lead is back to 10. Henneberger up the far sideline, cuts it back to midcourt. He is fouled. This will be on the junior Tyler Kearns.
A nice job of spinning out of that. The lead was going to be finding a man up court before he gets fouled on that play, but if they can get a little extra help for Henneberger in the backcourt, that would be extraordinarily vital for the Huntsmen, as he's been having to go against this pressure a good bit.
This one taken away from Henneberger. That's James on the steal. All the way, the other way off the spin move. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound for the junior. He has it stripped away by Henneberger. Henneberger pass down low. Manson finishes down low. The lead is back down to 8. 12 points for the sophomore.
Tell you who to get the ball to. Calvin Manson. You're welcome. That's coaching 101 right there.
Elijah McQuay into the game for the Indians. Short range jumper on the way from Sullivan. He connects back to 10.
Nice ball movement there.
Henneberger has it tipped out of bounds by Cutter Clay.
And I'm going to say this. There are very varying levels of intensity you'll see out of coaches. There's no varying levels at this game. These are 2 of the more intense coaches that you're going to see.
Pass is complete to Manson. Baseline drive. He connects off the glass. 14.
16.
16.
Yeah, Manson having an outstanding game so far.
Indians now the other way. Clay a three ball off the rim, won't fall. Jordan the rebound.
His second. I like Cutter Clay's shot, though, from that wing.
Potter in the far corner. Guarded by Sullivan. Baseline drive, runs out of room, cut off by Lytle. Right back to Manson, wide open underneath. Why not?
18 of the 23 for Calvin Manson.
Full timeout for the Indians. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student-athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week, presented by Willie & Son Trucking, each week at SOSAOhio.com.
Kimberly. Tons of practice. One chop away from a black belt. 7 of the best sidekicks. And 5 years since her cancer diagnosis at OhioHealth.
29-23, Western leading with 5:42 to go in the half. And what a half it has been for sophomore Calvin Manson.
Yeah, 18 points. He's 8 for 10 from the field so far, 2 for 2 from the line, 5 rebounds, and he sat the last 2 minutes of the first quarter as well. So just an outstanding contribution so far for the sophomore.
Lytle brings it across half for the Indians. Down low to James, double teamed. Kicks it back out, top of the key, Lytle. Penetration kick over to Sullivan. Pump fake, feed down low to James, double teamed once again. Trying to get it outside to Lytle. It's taken away by Beardsley. Huntsman now on the attack, trailing by 6. Feed, down low, Manson fading away. Shot will not fall. James the rebound.
But that's what you got to do, both teams. You got to try to make him go away from the basket, but also you got to feed your hot hand if you're Huntington.
Feed to McQuay, double teamed, poked out of bounds. McQuay steps on the sideline. It will be out of bounds, but I believe we'll have it will be out of bounds. Wasn't sure if we had a foul call or if, I'm assuming there was a foul call. John, you're gonna have to help me out. I'm not totally sure.
I have no idea. Maybe the player that touched it for Huntington was out of bounds. I don't know.
Nonetheless, James set to inbound from the far side. It's quickly poked out of bounds by the Huntsmen, so we'll try again.
Drew Hagee will come back in. Now, one thing I'll say, that on that play, I think Calvin Manson's got to be careful not to pick up a second foul on a cheapie, especially. Like, if you're going to get one, make sure it's earned.
James inbounds to Lytle. Now to Hagee around half court. Lytle far side, feed into Davis, all the way over to Hagee. Now to Clay, right back to James, back to Davis, has it poked away, comes up with the loose ball. Shot is on the way, won't fall. James the offensive rebound, putback is good.
Just a strong kid in there, Cam James. That's going to be a turnover.
Quick turnover for Huntington, hands it right back to Western, leading by 8, 4:29 in the second. As Noah Potter re-enters for the Huntsmen, in for Matt Jordan.
Yeah, and he had given full effort. He needed that quick break after the timeout. Potter gives them some nice versatility and experience.
Near side, Lytle over to Clay, far side. Now top of the key, back over to Lytle, near side. Pass to Hagee, thought about the three, instead gives it to Cutter Clay. His three ball is off the mark. Offensive rebound for Lytle. Feed down low, Davis wide open underneath. Pushes the lead back to 10. And we'll have another full timeout.
I believe it's going to be from Western, so I think they're probably going to try to go with something in their pressure here.
We'll keep it here, 33-23, Western leading with 4:05 to go in the first half.
Yeah, it seems like Huntington's, kind of chipping away a little bit, but Western has has continuously pushed it back out to 10. And I think Coach Williams, with 4 minutes left in the half, wants to try to keep this as much length as they can, because you don't want to give Huntington the thought that they're going to be in this game, for all 32 minutes. If you get a chance, you want to try to put it away when you can. And I think that's what, Coach Williams is probably discussing right now. Hey, don't let Calvin Manson get the ball, especially on the block. But also, let's up the pressure. Let's get some more turnovers, get some easy baskets in transition.
Second matchup of our doubleheader coming up a little later tonight after the conclusion of Western and Huntington. It will be Piketon and Eastern. Piketon falling to Western last night. Eastern winning decisively over the Huntsmen last night as well.
Yeah, just jumped out to a really quick start in that game and just kind of rode it all the way to a pretty easy home opening victory.
Potter inbounds to area. He is trapped. Pass up to Hindenburger, has it taken away by James. Indians take over, feed to the right side. Sullivan a 3 ball.
We'll stay here.
No good, out of bounds on the Huntsmen. Nearly had our first 4-pointer of the year then. Drew Hagee back into the contest for the Indians. He comes in for Alex Sullivan. Clay to inbound, it's taken away. Beardsley with the loose ball. 2-on-1 fast break, down low. Beardsley is fouled.
I think they're just going
Looks
to call
like
it
this
out.
will be on James.
I think they just called it out. Yeah, I thought the fist was a foul. But just called out of bounds. Isaac Kello will check back in for the Huntsmen.
No foul. Hindenburger set to inbound on the baseline. Has it taken away. Another steal for James. In transition, poked loose. Hagee has it for the time being, and it is out of bounds on Hagee. So Huntington able to take back over on the other side of the floor.
That's a good call. I'll tell you what, my little area for Cam James in this quarter just is going to be completely full.
James comes up with another steal. Lytle down the lane, can't connect. Davis the offensive rebound, blocked away by Potter. Near side, corner 3 ball is good from Cam James.
20 now for Cam James.
Western with another steal. Lytle is fouled on the way up. Foul is on Hindenburger. So Lytle will head to the line shooting 2.
His second for Hindenburger.
3:19 to go in the second.
Yeah, 20 points already for Cam James. He's got 4 steals in the quarter.
Lytle knocks down the first.
He's got 3 now.
Wyatt Henderson into the game for the first time for Western. Looks like Frankie Hirsch back in for Huntington. Lytle knocks down the pair. Lead is up to 15. Hirsch hands it off to Potter. Now to Kello. 3 ball on the way. Yes!
Yeah, Kello, a very good three-pointer shooter. That's his first look, and he knocks it down.
Lead is down to 12 for Western. 2:55 to go. James on the baseline, up with the left hand. He is fouled. That'll be the second on Calvin Manson.
Six for 7 so far for Cam James from the line. He's also 2 for 2 from three-point range. And he's also playing on the block. Like, that's just, it's got to be miserable for the SOC 2 teams that are probably either here or going to be scouting this one to just see what all Cam James can do.
Matt Jordan back into the game for the Huntsmen. He is in for Calvin Manson. One for 2 on the trip for James. Lead is up to 13. No tip from the Indians. This one is thrown out of bounds by Isaac Kello. Another turnover for Huntington as Drew Hagee re-enters for Alex Sullivan.
Yeah, Huntington called their sideline break, but all but Kello went to the opposite side of where the ball's thrown in at, making it very difficult for him. Better than a live ball turnover, I'll say that.
Pass is tipped out of bounds by the Huntsman. Frankie Hirsch catches a piece of it.
Yeah, Hirsch, only a freshman, the only freshman in the Huntington program.
James inbounds into the backcourt to Drew Hagee. Lytle near side, feet inside to James, over to Cutter. This is a three, connects.
Cutter, Clay getting his feet set there. James does a nice job going inside out. His second three of the contest.
Huntington now trailing by 16. Beardsley feeds it to Jordan in the far corner. Baseline drive from Jordan, up with the right hand. Shot won't fall, rebound Henderson. Indians now the other way. James in transition, knocks down the three.
3 for 3 from 3 for Cam James. We get a hold.
Foul on James.
His second. That's the best way to slow down Cam James if you're Huntington, is to get him that second foul. And I believe Drew Hagee's coming out as well.
1:51 remaining in the first half. 19-point lead for the Indians.
24 points for Cam James.
Huntington able to fight off the pressure. Potter down low, feeds it out. Three ball from Kello, can't get it there. Offensive rebound for Beardsley. He knocks down the putback.
Give Beardsley 3 on the night.
Strong defense from Frankie Hirsch as he's called for the foul.
Yeah, it's going to send, I believe, Lytle to the line, as I think that's their fifth. Yeah, that's their fifth. So be 2 shots, like we said last night. In case you were watching or weren't and you don't know the new rules, 5 fouls in each quarter is now the limit for a team. You go to the line, it's an automatic double bonus. The 1-and-1 is no more. Team fouls for the half are no more. It's just they restart every quarter, which we saw actually benefited Waverly last night as they were able to give a foul at the end of the fourth and were able to cause Southeastern to be kind of out of whack on their last shot attempt.
Lytle goes 1 of 2 on the trip. Calvin Manson back into the game for Matt Jordan. Quickly the other way, Huntington cannot connect on the 2 attempts. Potter comes up with the offensive rebound and is fouled on the sideline. It'll be on Cutter Clay.
A good effort for the Huntsmen, just unable to get anything to fall yet.
Looked like Kello missed the first, and then Beardsley was there for the putback, was not able to connect either, and then Potter fighting for the second offensive rebound on the near sideline.
Yeah, good minutes there for Gabe Beardsley. So we're going to have a lot of subs in and out with a lot of fouls kind of being built up here.
Henneberger set to inbound in front of the Indians bench into Potter. 1:10 remaining in the second. Potter.
Nice move.
Mid-range jumper on the way, connects.
His first bucket of the game. That's kind of the versatility I was talking about with Noah Potter. He can beat you in a variety of different ways. Nice job being patient to knock down that jump shot.
Lytle swings it over to Sylvan, right back to Lytle. Beyond the volleyball line, entry pass to Sullivan, far side. 43 seconds remaining. Sullivan gets it right back from Henderson. All the way back to Lytle at the top of the key. Back to Sullivan, far side. Clock now down to 25. Kearns Tries to feed it down low to Henderson. It's taken away by Manson. We will have a jump ball with 16 seconds remaining. It will go with the Huntsmen.
Yeah, nice job there by Calvin Manson. And then, with the held ball, they're going to get the possession, maybe get a little momentum here to end the half.
Eli Airy back in for the Huntsmen. He is in for Carson Hinneberger. Potter to inbound. Clock down to 11. Pushed ahead, Kello, that's a three, bang!
Yeah, nice job there. Good bang bang there, Coach.
Three ball from Sullivan, can't get it there as time expires. And we will head to the break, 46-33. Western leading after 2. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
There's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par Mar has it. Download the Par Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
This presentation of high school sports on Southern Ohio Sports Authority is brought to you in part by your local McDonald's. McDonald's proudly supports all area athletes again this season. Visit your local McDonald's in Chillicothe, Circleville, Greenfield, and Waverly, and be sure to check out SOSA's newly relaunched podcast, Overtime, presented by McDonald's.
46-33 after 2. We'll head towards the second half, about 9:05 to go here in the break. Once again, 46-33. Isaac Kello knocked down the 3 to cut it to 13 right before the buzzer.
Yeah, big shot by Kello there. It was a good job of, breaking the pressure and getting a good look. He had Frankie Hirsch in the middle, but he also had, his best shooter on the left wing. So instead of a drive to the basket, you get a good look there. And, it only cuts it to 13, but at the same time, that's a 5-0 run to end the half. So you get a little momentum going, if you're Huntington. And I think, if you're the Huntington faithful, you got to be pretty happy with, your growth from last night to tonight, because last night they were out of the game in the first couple minutes. Tonight, they were in there the whole first quarter. They lose the second quarter as well, but, it's still, a 13-point game. If you cut it down under 10 after 3, if you're Coach Yerg, you just say, we're in this game. You got it. You give yourself a goal at the end of the quarter, and then you hopefully you're still in the game. If not, you work on some things. But I think if you're Coach Williams, if you were told before the game, hey, Drew Haggie's not going to score in the first half, I think Drew Haggie doesn't score in the first half and you're up by 13 at the half, you're going to take that any day of the week. So Haggie with some foul trouble early, but then Cam James just took it over. 24 points, 7 rebounds, 4 steals so far for the junior. Technically big for the Indians, as he's a kid that can kind of do a little bit of everything. 3 for 3 from downtown. I jinxed him on the one free throw, so he's 7-9, yeah. But really good half for him. 5 points for Logan Lytle. He's done a nice job. Tyler Kearns with gotten some foul trouble, but had a nice basket. Cutter Clay with 6, knocked down 2 of his 5 3 attempts. And then Foster Davis with 7 points off the bench so far, giving them good minutes. It's just, Sullivan also has 2 points also. I should include that for the Indians. But overall, I mean, the pace of play has been fun to watch for sure. And I'll tell you what, that's the type of game you like to play it too. So I'm sure it's a fun style. Probably not the most fun style to do conditioning during, but it's definitely a fun style to play. And that conditioning in the early season pays off. And for a kid like Cam James, what do you have? 23 last night. 23 last night, including the game winner. 24 already in this first half. I would think him and Haggie, if there's a all-tournament team, I would think those two would definitely be candidates for it. I think we'll probably talk about these two this week on Overtime, presented by McDonald's.
Huntington 0-1, falling last night to Eastern. They're looking to get into the win column. Western looking to advance to 2-0 after taking down Piketon, who we'll see a little bit later on tonight against Eastern.
Speaking of people we're going to talk about on Overtime, presented by McDonald's.
Saw a girl from Green.
Abby Knapp.
Yep.
She had 42 in her debut. She had 39 tonight as Green. I'm going to say that's an upset over Eastern Megs. Eastern Megs is a very good program. Green beats them 60. Was it 62-59? Or was it 60-57? Either way. It's
60-57, a 3-point win. Knapp with 39 of her team's 60 points.
Just an insane night for Abby Knapp. Just one of those freshmen that we've kind of talked about with the girls area. There's a lot of really good freshman players in the area, and those are just a couple of them. And I don't know if this is an upset, but I think this kind of just shows what the girls SVC is like right now. Southeastern beats Piketon 44-39. And, Gracie Brown had 13 points for Southeastern in that game. Layla Kelly had 12 for Piketon, so that's another one of those freshmen. And then we'll have that game next Friday as our next broadcast, which will be Adina at Piketon girls next Friday night. Should be a very good game with some really good young talent in there. Should be a fun game to watch. And we're trying to get, we don't want to say what our boys feature will be for next week, as we're going to make sure we get the clearance for it before doing so. But that should be fun. There's some good games down at Shawnee State this coming weekend with some really good girls and really good boys games, and hopefully we can get down there. And if not, we'll pivot and find another outing to get to. But over in Knightstown, Indiana, our boys Derek and Brock, who I guarantee are not watching this, were there for a couple of games. The girls game seemed to get out of hand a little bit early with Jackson kind of running away from Portsmouth West in that, but the boys game, West beats Jackson 72-70. Jeffrey Bishop with 27 points on the night to lead West. Will Kegley with 22. Cole Tipton with 19.
Those guys just have athletes.
Yeah.
Seems like it's the same three guys.
And I've said this before, and this kind of can go with some of the schools. If your school is struggling, you got to get the athletes out and playing as many sports as possible. Yeah, there's going to be some kids that are going to go and they're going to go play on at the next level and whatnot. But even for those kids, it's great to play multiple sports. So if, in the winter, if you're not powerlifting, you should probably be playing basketball or wrestling. In the spring, if you're not playing baseball, you should be running track. Like, you should be doing something because it's going to help you in whatever sport it's going to be. And I guarantee, some of the instincts that like Jeffrey Bishop gets from playing basketball helped him in that 4 interception game that we had with him down at Waverly. So, I mean, it's, and maybe it's, obviously he's very good at basketball too, to put up 27 against a good squad in Jackson, but that's just going to help him overall. Cole Tipton, I know, is a baseball player as well. So, I mean, it's just, you're going to pick up these instincts from playing multiple sports. And that's one of the things, with like a kid like a Noah Potter. He's a good track kid, good solid football player for the Huntsmen. He also helps him out in the basketball program. And it's just, that's what you need. Cam James plays soccer for Western. Dewey, did you know that Western had soccer? Yeah, it's a newer program, but Cam James plays it. They don't have football right now, so he's going to go out and he's going to compete. And obviously, he uses some instincts very well out here on the basketball court as well.
1:35 remaining in the half, 46-33, Western leading. Once again, coming up a little bit later on tonight, Piketon and Eastern will end our doubleheader this afternoon at Eastern High School.
One of my favorite features of the old SVC Sports Zone was the 1,000-point page. there were a lot of 1,000-point scorers that had a lot of these Pike County roots throughout. So it's always nice to see these schools get together. And used to be the Holiday Classic over at Waverly, but now it's just this playing. Huntington takes Waverly's place, playing it a little earlier, but it's an outstanding concept and a little tournament here, and we've got a big crowd on hand. And thankfully, they were letting us get here and be a part of the coverage here at Eastern. Helped us out in a lot of different ways. Shout out Dollar General, also 67 Tile Mill Road, for hooking us up with a 3-prong. Well, not really hooking us up. I hooked us up.
Allowing us to purchase.
Yeah, allowing us to purchase a 3-prong adapter. Yeah. So you never know what you need. Dollar General.
Not sponsored, but thank you for the. If it wouldn't have been for Dollar General, our camera angle would be
much
severely moved to the right.
But yeah, I think for Huntington here, Calvin Manson, 18 points, 5 rebounds in the first half. Isaac Kello hit a couple threes. He had 8 points. Gabe Beardsley with 3. Carson Henneberger and Noah Potter each with 2. So, I discussed the Western scores, but I just realized that I did not talk about the Huntsman scores. But like we mentioned throughout, Calvin Manson, outstanding first half. I think you got to keep looking to him. If you're Huntington, if you can get him and Isaac Kello on the same side, Kello an outstanding shooter. So,
Second half is underway. Western will start us off. Here's Haggie at the top of the key. All the way to the corner. Lytle, that's a 3. Not enough. Rebound goes to Huntington.
Nice job getting the board there by Carson Henneberger.
Henneberger looks to go coast to coast on the scoop layup. He is fouled. It'll be on James.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be in the air or on the floor, but that's going to be the third on James. It's going to be 2 shots here for Carson Henneberger. Also, one of the cool things about a concept like this is you see a lot of coaches from the area. We saw Southeastern's Brian Alley here. I just saw Coach Josh Ari from Peebles coming walking in as well. So coaches getting a chance to scout, and, in-person scouting is much nicer than doing it on huddle.
First from Henneberger is good.
His 3rd point of the contest. Henneberger had a strong start to the game. He has 3 assists to go with his 3 points. Also has 3 steals.
1 for 2 on the trip. Manson tips it over to Potter off the miss. His putback is no good, fighting for the loose ball. And it appears we will have a jump ball, and that'll stay here with Huntington.
A good job by Potter to keep that alive without fouling, or not Potter, but for Manson to keep that alive without fouling. Then Potter doing the same without fouling.
Henneberger to inbound on the baseline. It's tapped right back out of bounds by Drew Haggie.
Much better baseline out of bounds defense there.
Out of bounds play, mid-range jumper on the way from Henneberger, in and out. Manson fighting for the offensive glass. It will be out of bounds on the Huntsmen. Western takes back over with 7:25 to go in the third.
Good play design, just unable to get it to fall. A little different zone you're going to see here as
Haggie off the screen, over to Davis around the top of the key. Right back to Haggie, deep beyond the arc. Feet inside. Is blocked away. Manson.
Nice job by Manson there.
Comes up with the block on the shot attempt from James.
That was the amoeba zone there for the Huntsmen.
Huntsman now the other way. Manson, a short-range jumper, is no good. Haggie the rebound. Pass over to James. That's a 3. Front iron won't fall.
Frankie Hirsch with his first board.
Hirsch the rebound, pushes it up the court for Huntington. Trailing by 12. Feed over to Kello. His 3 will not go. Ball is out of bounds on the Indians. Huntington remains in possession with 6:35 remaining.
Huntington with a lot more energy than Western coming out here to start the second half.
Hindenburger inbounds to Potter, down low, strong move. Shot attempt is no good. Ball is out of bounds, no signal as to which way it will go.
I would like to have seen the foul called on the flop there.
Western basketball off the miss. (46-34), 6:30 to go in the third.
Tell you what, looking at these signs, I'm interested in Emma's Frosty Cream, spelled with a K. So I'm just wondering, is that a milkshake place, or is that ice cream, or is it, is it donuts?
Here's Clay, corner three ball, won't go. Offensive rebound for Davis, keeps it alive. Shot on the way, won't fall. Foul.
It's going to be a travel.
No, we'll have a travel. Look, I thought we had a shooting foul. It's hard to see through the bars up here on the mezzanine level, but nonetheless, Huntington takes back over with 6:10 to go, trailing by 12. Hindenburger up the far side, feed down low. Manson, strong move with the right hand. The sophomore has 20.
Nice job by Hindenburger breaking the press, getting it inside to his big, who takes a nice job taking his time, scoring inside.
Feed down low to James with the left hand, won't go. Strong defense from Manson, gets the rebound and draws the foul.
4 fouls now on Cam James.
Alex Sullivan will come in for James, who, John, as you mentioned, has 4 fouls with 5:47 to go. The Indians' leading scorer by a long shot here in the third.
Yeah, he just looked a little tired there. I wouldn't blame him after what he's done so far, but let's see if Huntington can make that hurt.
Frankie Hirsch, power move inside. Shot attempt will not fall. Sullivan has the rebound. We will have a foul on the Huntsmen. So Western will take over off the miss by Hirsch.
It's going to be on Kello. I believe it's his first. Hopefully that'll be up in the second game.
Ten-point ball game, wide open underneath. Sullivan finishes off the glass.
Good find there by Foster Davis.
Into the corner. Kello, that's a 3 off the mark. Potter, the offensive rebound, short range, put back is good. Lead is back to 10 for Western.
It's very smooth.
Cutter Clay, near side quarter, feeds it back out to Sullivan. Now to Haggy beyond the volleyball line. Feed to Clay, down to Davis. Double teamed, back to Clay. That's a 3, won't go. Rebound Manson.
It's 10. 10 for Manson.
Noah Potter near side, dribble drive, fade away, moving jumper is too strong off the back iron. Manson fighting for the rebound. Kello comes up with it. Feed down low to Hirsch, now to Potter, who loses the handle. It will be out of bounds on Huntington. Western takes over, leading by 10 with 4:31 remaining.
A missed opportunity there for the Huntsmen, but got a couple looks.
Tyler Kearns back in for the Indians. He comes in for the junior Cutter Clay. Haggy off the screen, far side, back to the top of the key. Sullivan knocks down the 3. Lead is back to 13.
That's an outstanding find by Drew Haggy.
Hindenburger under pressure, up the court to Hirsch. And Coach Jurig will take his first timeout of the night. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here.
Yeah, great find there by Drew Haggy, driving down with his right. The throwback, but it was through traffic, and then Sullivan just feet set, buries the 3. He's got 7 coming off the bench. Nice contribution for the junior there. Haggy still scoreless, but he's got 3 assists. I would think that they're going to try to get him going at some point, especially with James being down with 4 fouls right now.
51-38, Western leading with 4:09 to go in the third. 3 timeouts remaining for the Indians. Coach Uhrig with 4 in his bag. Henneberger sent to inbound to the left of the scores table into Manson, right back to Henneberger.
I would love it if you had timeouts in a bag. Just had to hand them out.
Off the screen, Henneberger trying to get it down low to Manson, now to Kello. Top of the key to Jordan.
Big size advantage there for Manson inside. They're trying to find it.
Jordan, nice spin move inside, finishes at the rim.
Nice move by Matt Jordan there, not to travel. That's going to be a steal.
Pass is poked away by Isaac Kello. Huntsman with the steal. Now the other way, Kello, baseline drive, gets it to go.
He's got 10. Lead now under 10 for the first time in quite some time.
Now the other way, Sullivan's pass is intercepted. Henneberger in transition with the right hand, no good. Manson, another offensive rebound. Putback is good. Lead is down to 7. Huntsman not going away, 3:10 remaining.
I would guess if you don't get a score here, you're going to see a timeout soon from Western to kind of get things figured out.
Haggie feed into the corner, contested 3 from Kearns is off the mark.
Great crash there by Kearns, almost was able to keep it alive.
Ball is out of bounds. 2 subs for the Indians as Cutter Clay re-enters and Elijah McQuay comes in for the first time this half. 2:55 in the third. 51-47, 7-point lead for the Indians. Kello feed to Manson near side, back to Henneberger at the top of the key. Henneberger on the drive, retreat dribbles back to Manson. Far side, Kello. Feeds it to Hirsch, down low, Jordan. Up with the right hand, strong move for the junior. Finishes at the rim.
Good minutes from Matt Jordan as he's got 4 real quick, gets us down to a 5-point game.
Lytle, pull up mid-range jumper. He's fouled on the shot, so he'll head to the line shooting 2. Huntington cuts the lead down to 5 with 2:19 remaining.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was either blocked or a foul because just watching him shoot free throws, I don't think Logan Lytle is going to miss a shot that bad.
First from Lytle is good. The lead is back to 6.
4 for 5 at the line for Lytle. Only the 6th point of the quarter for the Indians.
Second free throw on the way from Lytle, rolls around and in. Lytle sinks the pair.
A couple of big shots there for Lytle.
Huntington not wasting any time the other way. Feed down low to Jordan. Into Kello, corner 3 ball, off the mark, rebound Haggie. The junior pushes it across half. Pull up mid-range jumper on the way, back iron, no good. Frankie Hirsch the rebound. Feed to Kello in transition, loses the handle, turns it right back over to Western.
That's a tough break. Tough break for the Huntsmen right there as they had numbers, just a little too much air in the ball on that.
1:48 to go in the third. Haggie feeds to McQuay, back to Haggie. Deep 3 on the way, in and out. Rebound Kello.
Usually you can only find that in California, but gets it right there at Eastern Pike.
Pass is tipped away. Foster Davis with the steal. 1-on-2. Davis fouled on the way up. Foul is on the junior, Carson Henneberger. Noah Potter in to sub in between free throws.
It's going to be Henneberger's 3rd.
Now foul will be on the floor, so no shot.
A lot of miscommunication right now for the Huntsmen.
Foster Davis to inbound on the baseline, into Lytle. Feed to Clay near side, back to Lytle around the volleyball line, right back to Clay. Haggie on the drive,
nice
stopped
pass
by Jordan. Feed down low is blocked away. Calvin Manson on the rejection.
Great play by Manson there to do that without fouling.
Blocks Foster Davis. Now on the other side, Haggie with the steal. 58 ticks to go in the third. Haggie on the drive with the right hand, will not go. Gets his own rebound, feeds it out to Davis. Top of the key three, off the mark. Potter the rebound, draws the foul on McQuay.
That could have been a massive play for the Indians if, Davis able to pull that one down. Good board there by Noah Potter.
Beardsley into the contest for the Huntsmen. He is in for Isaac Kella. 42 seconds to go in the third. Potter ahead to Jordan. Feed down low is poked away. The sophomore Foster Davis with the steal.
And this is what, Huntington wasn't doing when they started to chip away at the lead, which was just kind of quick, careless turnovers, but they've done it multiple times over the last couple of minutes.
Eli Airy into the contest, I believe for the first time here in the second half.
It is.
In for Gabe Beardsley. 31 seconds left in the third. Haggie directing traffic, feed to Clay.
Someone's going to be open, Weren't able to move too quickly.
Haggie off the crossover, feed to Lytle. Can't knock down the three, Potter the rebound. 13 to shoot for the Huntsmen. In transition, nice find to Hirsch. He cannot finish. Potter the offensive rebound. His shot is no good. Loose ball, we will have a jump ball with 5 ticks to go. It'll stay here with Huntington. Chaos to end the third. Potter inbounds to Jordan, now to Hirsch. Pass is tipped up in the air and out of bounds. 4/10 of a second remaining, John. Gonna have to be a pass and a shot or a lob and a tip. They may put a few more tenths of a second back on the board. We're having a discussion around the top of the key between two of our 3 officials. It did look like there was around a second left.
Yeah.
So it would not surprise me if we see 6 or 7 tenths of a second put back on the board.
It was really fun in the old days when the clock you weren't able to just do that. Yeah, 7 tenths of a second.
So they add 3 tenths of a second onto the board. So we now have 7 tenths of a second. Potter set to inbound. Lob to Jordan. It's tipped away by Haggie. No shot taken. And we will head to the fourth. 53-46. A 7-point lead for the Indians as we head to the final quarter of play. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
The warmth of the holiday season is all wrapped up in the generous gifts we share. When you sign up for fiber internet with Horizon, we'll donate $10 to the YMCA in your community. Call Horizon at 740-772-8331 or visit us at horizonconnects.com before December 31st, and you'll also get 1 month free plus free installation on your service. It's a little bit of holiday magic that comes when you make the most meaningful connections with Horizon.
53-46 as we enter the final quarter of play here at Eastern. Piketon and Eastern coming up a little bit later on after the conclusion of our first game of our doubleheader here in Beaver.
Beautiful Beaver.
Second time down here in about 4 weeks. Wrapped up our fall sports live stream coverage with Eastern and Waterford.
That was a heck of a game. One of our many that a team had a chance to win it in the last minute. We're not able to do it. We had that last night too.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 failed 2-point conversions in weeks 1 and 2, and then a failed 4th and goal to end the.
Yeah, nice try there by Huntington to set up to try to get the inbounds, even though it is Western ball. Because Huntington got the possession arrow to end with that 5 seconds left. They had the possession arrow, so it's going to be Western ball.
So Western will start things off here in the fourth. It'll be Haggie. across half court.
Wish we had a jump ball to start every quarter.
Remember Cam James with 4 fouls for the Indians as Cutter Clay lets go with 3 off the side.
That's not a great foul there by Eli Airy. $7:45 left here in the fourth. Haggy at the top, using McQuay with the screen there. Another one.
$7:34 remaining here in the fourth. A 7-point lead for the Indians. Haggy on the drive, kicks it out to Lytle. Now to Clay, wasn't ready for it, out of bounds. A turnover for the Indians.
And just like for Huntington, you can't have careless turnovers. You don't want them if you're Clay, or not Clay, if you're Western as well. Excellent chance for the Huntsmen to cut this down to a 2-possession game.
Hindenburger near side, trying to get it down low to Manson. Nowhere to go, trapped by Haggy.
Good cut.
Nice find over to Airy, has it tipped away by Clay.
Should be 2 shots.
It will be 2 shots for the sophomore. I believe his second trip to the line tonight.
First.
First trip to the line.
Yeah. His second shot will be a second trip.
First shot is no good for the sophomore. The lead remains at 7.
Huntington has not shot very well from the line in the few trips that they've been there today. There you go.
1 for 2 on the trip.
Reverse jinx.
For Airy. Cuts the lead down to 6. Haggy, baseline drive, feed to McQuay. That was Lytle on the drive. McQuay's shot is no good. Potter another rebound.
Potter's really been hitting the glass.
Feed
nice
down low
play.
to Kello. Shot will not fall. Rebound Haggy. Nice defense there from Logan Lytle.
Yep.
Now on the offensive side, McQuay. Down low, out of bounds. Turnover for the Indians.
He's getting in a little bit too big of a hurry there.
Alex Sullivan in for the first time this quarter. 6-point lead with 6:40 remaining for the Indians.
Big for Huntington to put together a good possession here.
Hindenburger, step back 3 on the way. Front iron won't go. Manson fighting for the rebound, will not come up with it. It's Logan Lytle in transition. Feed down low to a wide open Foster Davis. This shot is good. It'll be a full timeout for Coach Rick Uhrig. 55-47 with 6:18 to go. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
At OhioHealth, you can see your doctor here or here, on this or on these. And no matter if you're over here, over there, or anywhere in between, you'll feel good knowing OhioHealth provides the finest care anywhere. Schedule care today at ohiohealth.com/finestcare.
Only a 30-second timeout for the Huntsmen, so a quick break. 6:18, 55-47 Western.
You dropped the ball on me by the gap band being played in the break. Should have saved that one for a full timeout, if you ask me. Big gap band fan.
Don't know who that is.
It's my comment on it.
Potter inbounds to Hindenburger. He'll bring it across half court for the Huntsmen. 55-47 Hindenburger on the drive. Fade away mid-range jumper. Rattles it home.
He's got 5 now on the night.
Lead is back down to 6. Lytle right back to Haggy. Feed inside, taken away. Potter with the loose ball, wide open in transition. Easy layup to cut the lead to 4.
I think I'm going to Cam James now. It looks like he's now at the table.
Deep three on the way from Hagee. Connects.
His first points of the game. Huge shot from one of your top two players. Not having a great offensive night, but makes the big shot when they need it.
Lead is back up to 7. Henneberger opposite of the screen. Scoop layup is no good. Hagee the rebound. Pass ahead to Lytle. 1-on-2. Dribbles it off his shoe. Potter with the loose ball. Quick turnover for the Huntsmen. Wide open underneath. Manson off the pump fake. Drops it in off the glass. Timeout. Huntington. 30-second timeout.
It's a full timeout this time. Yeah, they signaled 30, but Coach Uhrig, I think, once again signaled for the full.
We'll keep it here. 5:05 remaining in the fourth. 58-53.
Yeah, even though they're only down 5 here, I think Coach Uhrig wants them to, be a little calmer offensively because they've taken a couple quick shots. They've gotten away with it a little bit, but Western's had a couple of runouts that they've just turned it over, and Noah Potter has had an outstanding game, especially in the second half. He's up to 6 points, but he's got a couple steals this quarter. He's up to 6 rebounds in the second half alone, 9 for the game. Just outstanding effort all around for the senior. Calvin Manson with another 2. It's 24 points. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a career high for Manson. He's going to check out real quick, but I would say you want to get him back as soon as possible, especially with Cam James back into the game for Western.
3 timeouts remaining for the Indians, 2 for Huntington.
James sat for over a quarter of gameplay with now 4 fouls.
Hagee across half court for the Indians, up by 5. Feed to James, now to Clay. Clay brings it back, top of the key, pass to Hagee, right back to Clay. Feed down low, taken away. Nice defense from Matt Jordan, loses the handle and out of bounds.
Almost just an outstanding play by Matt Jordan, just couldn't get the handle on it.
Cutter Clay will inbound on the baseline. Inbound to Lytle. Reverses court. Deep 3 on the way from Hagee. Off the backboard, no good. Kello the rebound.
I believe that's going to be deflected. They're going to get together.
I tell you, I did not think it was tipped on the pass from Henneberger. I believe the pass from Kello it was. Did not look like there was a tip, and we will not have one. A turnover for the Huntsmen. Indians take back over. 4:30 remaining in the fourth. Hagee off the screen, pick and pop with James. 3 ball is off the back iron, no good. Rebound Hagee. Extends the possession for the Indians.
Yeah, I don't think there was any tired legs there for Hagee as he went up and got that.
Feed down low to James is taken away by the Huntsman, and right elbow jumper from Kello is good.
He's got 12 now on the game. Big time shot there for Isaac Kello. Cut it to 3.
1 possession game now for the Huntsmen. Feed to James, out to Hagee. Dribble drive, kick over to Davis. Up for the layup, won't go. Huntington the rebound. Pass is pushed ahead. Kello can't come up with it. Cutter Clay the steal. In transition, James with the left hand. Can't get it to go, but he is fouled. He'll head to the line, shooting 2.
Just got to handle the ball, and in that situation, you got a chance to tie it. Got to be tighter with the ball there. Nice play by Cutter Clay, though, to get back in transition to get that steal. Now, James has got a chance to get some easy points at the line. He's got 25 now.
8 of 10 from the line. late sub for the Huntsmen as Beardsley is in for Potter.
This could be big because Potter is hobbling.
Tyler Kearns in for Foster Davis.
And Potter's played such a good game. They need him on the court as much as possible.
One for two on the trip for Janes, however, comes up with the steal off the second miss. Pass to Lytle, dribble drive, floater on the way, gets his own rebound off the miss. Second chance, opportunity is no good. Foul on Lytle, back to the Huntsmen.
I believe that's going to be Manson getting that rebound as well.
Manson to inbound.
Do what you can to get Manson the ball here. I think. And
Kello across half court, looks down low for Hirsch. Pass is taken away. Janis in transition, lays it up with ease. 61-55.
James with 27.
3:01 to go. Hinneberger with the runner. Front iron won't fall. Cutter Clay, the defensive board. Left corner three on the way, won't go. Huntington the rebound.
Huntington, slow down.
Top of the key, nearly taken away by Haggie. It will be out of bounds. It'll stay with Huntington. As Noah Potter will come back in. He's right back in for Beardsley.
.238 to play. You've got plenty of time if you're Huntington. Full timeout coming.
(61-55), 2:38 to go in the fourth.
Yeah, if you're Huntington, you just slow down a little bit. I mean, the fast pace hasn't, been benefiting them, and that's what, they got it down to 3 and have taken one shot, and it was a quick fourth shot, and I think at that point you just got to, this is where not having a ton of experience back, especially at the ball handling positions, can really affect you, especially early in the season. And for Western, they've just been kind of, out of sorts throughout this game. The one thing I'll say is there has been absolutely no lack of effort from anyone that has touched the floor yet, from the ball to the officials to all the players and coaches. I mean, this has been a really fun game to watch. Maybe not the prettiest. Maybe since we're not at McLean, it's not the School of Beauty, but if you like kids that are playing hard, making some big plays, this is the type of game for you. I think both fan bases are going to be pretty proud of their kids, on the second night of a back-to-back to come out with the effort that they've shown so far tonight.
Huntington, win or lose, definitely a bounce-back performance after a lopsided loss last night to Eastern, trailing by 6 in the final 3 minutes here tonight. Hinneberger off the screen, retreats beyond the arc. Strong defense from Haggie, now to Potter. Off the screen, Potter finds Kello, far corner. Guarded by Clay. Kello to the corner, back to Potter.
Good defense here by Western.
Feed, nice catch there by Calvin Johnson, who finishes at the glass.
Manson with 26 now on the night. Just under 2 minutes left. 4-point game.
Pass tipped away by Hinneberger.
Oh.
Just does not get there in time as he steps on the sideline.
Almost a brilliant play there by Hinneberger.
What a night it's been, John, for the sophomore Calvin Manson.
Yeah, 26 points. I've got him for 11 rebounds. It's just been an outstanding game for him. And shot very well from the field as well.
4-point Western lead with 1:35 to go.
Still 2 fouls to give for both teams.
Feed down low. James can't get it to go. He'll head back to the charity stripe with 1:29 remaining.
Good find there by Cutter Clay. Chance for James to go back to the line where he is, I believe he is 9 for 12 on the night. Eight for 11.
First shot is no good for James. Remains a 4-point lead for the Indians. Second shot rattles home. Lead is up to 5. Inbound to Henneberger. Guarded by Haggie, who gives full court pressure. Pass. Kello can't knock it down. Offensive rebound. Hirsch. Putback is no good. James the defensive board. Pass is intercepted on the other side. Frankie Hirsch with the takeaway.
Nice job there by Frankie Hirsch to get back in transition to get that steal. Still another foul to give until Huntington's to the line.
Matt Jordan comes in for Carson Henneberger.
And on that last possession, Huntington got a great look for their best three-point shooter for Kello.
Kello picks up his dribble, hands it off to Potter. 52 ticks to go. Potter inside the arc, pass to Jordan, near side corner. Baseline drive for Jordan. Tries to get it to Manson. Pass is taken away by Tyler Kearns. 38 seconds left.
Gonna have to foul. You got 2 to give. You got to give one soon. Real
Indians
soon.
playing keep away. 20 seconds to go. Foul is called on Cutter Clay. Still one foul to go before they enter the bonus here in the fourth as Henneberger checks back in for the Huntsmen. He's in for Jordan. Lytle to inbound far side, gets it into James, who is immediately fouled by Manson.
He's still got 1 to go. No, that one is 5, so. Probably not who you want to foul, but at that point, I mean, after 30 plus seconds went off the clock before that, you just got to give a foul right there. $10 for 14 at the line for Cam James.
Two for 2 on the trip for James. Lead is up to 7.
He's got 30.
Quick foul on the other end for the junior Tyler Kearns. Huntington still 1 foul away from the bonus themselves.
If you're Western, you just stay away. I mean,
Henneberger inbounds down low. Manson going to work on Clay. Nice move. Finishes at the glass.
28 for the sophomore. 8.6 to go. What is the timeout situation?
3 timeouts remaining for Western, 0 for Huntington.
Yeah, so really something absolutely insane would have to happen, because I'm sure Coach Williams right now is saying, even if we turn it over and they make a shot, do not touch the ball when it goes out of bounds. Because you're going to have, it's probably going to take more than 4 seconds, 8.6 to play. You need an absolute miracle here. I guess, and also if you're Coach Uhrig, you're saying, hey, we get a steal, we get a basket, kick that ball over to Latham. Or maybe throw it to Latham. Kicking it might be an automatic technical, but you want to try to get the delay a game to try to get the stoppage.
Inbound to Drew Haggie, who's immediately fouled, 7.3 remaining.
Haggie had a huge night last night, only 3 points so far tonight. Down goes Georgia.
I think I may have placed the worst college football bet of my short sports betting career thus far. Oregon falling last night. Georgia falling now. Louisville probably going to lose later. Iowa not going to cover a 30.5-point spread. 5 ticks remaining. Here's Kello the other way. 3 ball near side will not go. Defensive rebound for Drew Haggie. And that will be our final.
Yeah, an outstanding effort for Huntington, just coming up a little short, just a little careless with the ball. You know, when they were down to a one-possession game, if you're Western, you're going to look at the film, and you know you got a lot of things to change, a lot of adjustments that you can make, and you know you win this game with Drew Haggie with only 4 points in the game. So I mean, it's a really good showing to be able to pull down that victory. I mean, Cam Janeson's with 30. You know, good game overall.
65-59. We'll take a quick break and come back with the post-game show here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student-athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week, presented by Willie & Son Trucking, each week at SOSAOhio.com.
Kimberly. Tons of practice. One chop away from a black belt. 7 of the best sidekicks. And 5 years since her cancer diagnosis at OhioHealth.
65-59 is our final. Piketon and Eastern coming up here in a few moments, actually 14 minutes, so we're going to have to make this a pretty quick postgame.
This is going to be a quick postgame, but I mean, really, if you really look at it, Cam James, 30 points on the night, 24 of which came in the first half. Only player in double figures for the Indians. Well, but for Huntington, Calvin Manson with 28 points, just an outstanding outing for the sophomore. Another sophomore in Isaac Kello had 12. Noah Potter had 6 points, 10 rebounds. It's just a good overall showing for Huntington. Obviously, no, what's the old concept? I can't think of it. Like it doesn't count as a win, but you know it's a
hard-fought loss.
Yeah, it's a hard-fought loss. It's stuff, Coach. Even though they played pretty well, there's still a lot of stuff that he can point at in the film and make some changes. And I think that's going to be not the most fun film really for either team, besides maybe Cam James and Calvin Manson. But overall, there's a lot of things both teams can work on, and I'm expecting some good things coming from Huntington. That's after hearing what I had heard already in the preseason, after what I heard from last night, wasn't sure how it was going to go, but man, that's a whale of a turnaround in one night for them. And then for Western, you go to double overtime the night before, you get a big win and get a chance to go to 2-0, and they do so with that win today. So and doing it with Drew Haggie with only 4 points. So outstanding overall effort from their team tonight to get the 65-59 win.
Western moves to 2-0. They'll be at White Oak next Tuesday. Huntington also back in action on Tuesday, where they'll take on Amanda, who, pretty winnable game for Huntington. Yeah. They had Waverly tonight, fell to Westfall last night. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how Huntington fares against an Amanda team that we've not seen, but we've seen some teams that they will have played. We'll await the Waverly final after tonight.
They've got more size than Western. I think that part may be a little tougher matchup for, like how Calvin Manson was able to just be a monster tonight. I think it'll be a little more difficult, but I really liked what I saw out of him, and I think Huntington might be able to get their first win on Tuesday night, and I think Western has an excellent chance to move to 3-0. So, I see a lot of good things for both squads.
For the first of our doubleheader, that is all we have for you. Piketon and Eastern coming up here in the next 12 minutes, so head over to that stream. We'll have it live as soon as this one ends. But for now, Dewey Daly and John Bruce signing off from Eastern High School. Once again, the final, Western 65,